So today I'm going to show you how to move your stocks on M1 Finance. Now, we currently have a pie here called Growth that we want to actually take and move over into just our overall M1 Finance account. Now, the way this is going to work is we're going to go through this process and not actually cause any type of taxation by having this move go through. So I want to show you how to do this. Now, we're going to go ahead and get started here inside of the Growth pie. So as we go in here, you can see we have 3 holdings and we want these holdings to just be as part of our overall portfolio instead of in an individual pie. All right, so from here, what we're gonna do is toggle this up right over here. We're gonna pull it all the way up to the top, and then it's gonna give us all of these additional options here for us. One of which is going to be the edit button. It has a little like pie icon. Let's click on this. And that's gonna take us to our pie section here. Now we actually want to move all of these over to our main portfolio here. So we can go ahead and click on select all. But here's the interesting thing. When you click select all, it won't actually let you move this all the way over because it does tell you that in order for that to happen, we need at least one stock in this overall portfolio. But what's interesting is as I was going through this, they did kind of make it a little challenging because I would have to add something, don't necessarily have to buy into it, and then go through this process. So I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to click on add slice. Doesn't matter which company you add. Let's just do NVIDIA, for example, and hit done here. And it's going to make sure that we need to equal out to 100%. So for us, we're going to make NVIDIA 100. Now, once we did 100% on NVIDIA, the rest we actually want to keep at their percentages for just a moment because the move button will now be highlighted for us. So we're going to click on move. And from here, it's going to ask you where you want to move these stocks. Now, I do want to preface, this is the main portfolio that we have that we're going to move these stocks into. But if by any chance you have different pies you want to move into and maybe split them up in different ones, you should see your other pies over here as well. Now, we don't have any other pies as of this recording here for us, so we're just going to move this into our main portfolio by clicking on where it says Dividend Dentist or the right-hand arrow. Now, this is going to take us back to our main portfolio here for the percentage targets, and you can see there's our growth and then all of our actual stuff. Now, these are going to be the percentages here that you can adjust. This doesn't buy or sell more as you're doing the adjustments, and you can always readjust them later as well. So we just need to equal out to 100%. So you could either minus the 3 here from the growth, and then you'll be good here, or you can actually set these up for what most likely will be those percentages, right? So like this might be 15%. That went through properly. Definitely not. So 15% right over here. And then you would just have to minus another 15% from the growth section over here, or 14%. And then the same with the Meta one as well for percentage and Amazon. So I'll set those up just a little bit, not knowing exactly what those percentages are going to be long term, but I just want to set them up here for examples. And that means we just need to move 21% out of this. But this will be eventually 0. But for now, we do need it at the very minimum, actually, to keep it at 1%. So just kind of a heads up there. All right, so I just moved around some numbers. And again, these are not going to change anything or sell anything, and we can adjust these later on. So I kept the growth pie here at 1%, and then the rest, I kind of just adjusted as needed. We're going to click on continue here. Now, this is the interesting part for me because I don't see any other reason why this is causing it, but for some reason I can't click continue with having just NVIDIA, which is a new stock I added to the pie, obviously not buying, quote unquote. And the only way around this I saw was to add another company, so it doesn't actually matter which company, right? So I just added TSMC, clicked on done here, and then from here we just got to change this percentage to 99% here. And then the continue button now shows up here for us. So I'm going to hit continue. And it's going to ask if everything is being confirmed here for us. So we're adding these 2 slices. Again, just need to reconfirm this. We're not buying into these stocks. We are moving out these stocks here. Again, not selling them and then adding them over here to our overall main portfolio. Again, if you have other slices, you want to move them in between. This will tell you which pies they're moving into as well. So from here, if everything looks good, we can click on confirm. And it says everything has been changed here for us. So now you can see our growth stock, even though these are not companies we need in here, so to speak, they're just showing up. And I'm going to actually delete this here in just a moment. But before I do that, I just want to show you where all the stocks now look. So you can see our Google, our Meta, and our Amazon are in our main section over here as our overall pie. Now, what we want to do is also go ahead and just remove this growth here. So what we do is on the main profile, we're going to slide this up. Similar to before, we're going to hit the edit button here. And from here, we can go ahead and toggle on to the growth. And now we can go ahead and delete this, saying, hey, this may cause some taxable accounts, but none of the stocks we have in there have any money, so no worries. We're going to delete that. And now we just got to add that 1% anywhere into the rest of our portfolio here. We'll just go ahead and add it to Google. Click on done. And then on the top right hand side over here, we're going to click on save. And then it's going to ask for a confirmation there. And now you can see over here, our growth pie has been removed and all of the stocks that we have are now in one overall portfolio for us. Or again, if you wanted to move a stock from one pie to another, you can definitely do that as well in that same process without having to remove the overall section or add additional random stocks that you're not actually buying into. It's a little tedious, but hopefully this will guide you through that process to go through and have those movements without actually selling anything. You can double check with your trades. So if you go in here, just making sure that nothing shows this trading if you accidentally did something incorrectly in that process. Now, I would recommend not doing this anytime near the trading windows. So that way, if you did accidentally make a mistake, it doesn't trigger any kind of sale or purchase that you are looking to do. Now, if you want to learn more ways to utilize your M1 Finance portfolio, we got you covered. Check out our next video right over here on screen to keep on learning.